Hi everybody, welcome to week 3 of your practicum course. All right, a word about last week's assignment with your goals and your NEPD forms. Please know that most of my students need to make some revisions to one or both of those documents. So don't be surprised and don't be worried. So I'm going to look through those documents this week, give you some feedback on them, and please carefully read the comments because I may want you to turn it back in and to have it revised. I just want to make sure that you and your preceptor are working towards some very specific goals for your practicum. It's so easy to get caught up in the crazy world of an educator and just get pulled in multiple directions. But I want to make sure that you're getting what you want to out of your practicum experience, okay? So it doesn't have anything like to do necessarily with points or any of that kind of stuff. I just want to make sure that you're headed on the right path, okay? All right, so our current objectives for the course right now: create a professional learning environment that focuses on socialization and the role of the nurse educator. Create a personal environment that encourages lifelong learning with personal goal setting and self-evaluation. Mighty goals. All right, let's start out with the first discussion question. So we're focusing on competency 2 this time, about learner development and socialization, okay? When you're addressing the DQs, please try to address each of the questions that's being asked. So we've got, how are you or will you meet this competency in general? Behaviors that you had not thought about but need to include. How will you address this competency in your practicum? And if there isn't an opportunity during your practicum, how will you address this competency as an educator? So there really are quite a few components to this one question. And so you really do need to read the chapter in the little competency book. And if you look on, I think, the second page after the title page of the competency, it lists out all the subcomponents of the competency, and that's where you can really see kind of the breadth of the competency and all the things that are included, okay? Because there's a lot of them. So when I think about socialization, I think about norms and achieving expectations, okay? Just a couple of things. There's a study, and it was just published this year in 2018, and it was done with nursing students in England after their first year in a nursing program to gain a sense about what the lived experience was like of a first-year nursing student. These themes emerged: uncertainty, expectations, learning to survive, seeking support, and moving forward. And the key to surviving that first year of nursing school was developing a sense of self-efficacy. And instructors play a huge role in students making it from entry to that self-efficacy. Not that they know everything, but just that they're going to survive nursing school, okay? And I also believe that clinical instructors can play a really large role in self-efficacy for new graduate nurses who are just starting. Their preceptor, mentor on their unit or whatever in their workplace plays a huge role. But I think as far as looking at progress, weekly progress, going forward, meeting the expectations of the organization, I think the clinical educator can really play a big role in that, okay? And then I'm going to attach an article. It's a 2016 article, Professional Culture Brokers, Nursing Faculty Perceptions of Nursing Culture and Their Role in Student Formation. Nursing culture brokers, because as nurse educators in academia, and also as clinical educators of new grads, we are kind of setting the tone for nursing culture going forward. It's a big responsibility. And so if you take a look at this article, I think there's some pretty interesting things that you might find in there. Anyway, it was a good read for me, so I will definitely attach that. Okay, so please look at those subcomponents of the competency so you can include them in some of your posts and we can talk about them this week. No assignments this week, although I might be asking you to kind of do some revisions to your goals and your NEPD and get those back to me. So that won't be a huge burden. And I think that's about it. So I will try to get your goals and feedback to you by Monday night. It might be before then, but I think Monday night is pretty safe. All right, guys, please be sure to send me any questions you might have, and I'll see you in the main forum.